Hey guys, so this week we are doing quizzes, and quizzes that were chosen by Carol from Cosmo. And my quiz is called, Are You a Princess? So I'm sure you've seen everybody else's videos by now, so I won't give the introduction. I will just jump straight in with the questions. Number 1. At a concert, your guy goes off to get drinks, but comes back empty-handed because the queue is crazy long. 1. You are a bit bummed, but agree it makes sense to wait until the music started. 2. Join the line yourself, shame your guy's probably really thirsty. 3. Stamp your foot and demand that he goes back now. See, I'm the kind of person who doesn't like queuing at the bar, so I'm not going to go myself. And I wouldn't force anybody else in that situation, so I'm going to go with the first one. Okay, number 2. To celebrate a birthday, your friends have booked a table at a restaurant you can't stand. You send a group email explaining that you've had bad food and service there, suggesting a few other options. Send a group email declining the invitation. Seriously, you don't do unfabulous. Decide to make the most of it. It's not your birthday after all. I've always said this myself. When I go out with friends, I don't really care about the venue. So I'm going to go with decide to make the most of it. It's not your birthday after all. For your birthday, your guy decides to give you flowers he's clearly picked up from a cafe down the road. You give him a withering look and don't even bother to put them in water. Give him a big hug and kiss thank you. It's the thought that counts. Let him know you're a little bit disappointed, but don't let it ruin your evening. If somebody did that with me, I would kind of let them know where the flowers came from. So I wouldn't hold it against them, but I think I will go with give a big hug and kiss thank you. Your friend borrows a dress, which comes back with a stain on the front. Yeah, I wear dresses all the time. You ask whether she'd see the dry cleaner can remove it. Freak out and demand she buys you a new dress. Or a bit upset, but remind yourself she didn't do it on purpose. Now, my brothers have borrowed my clothes on occasion, and once I got a t-shirt back cut practically in half. So I can remember how angry I was, so I'm actually going to go with freak out and demand she buys you a new dress. Final one. Your guy takes you on a hike that turns out to involve ropes and climbing. I think they actually mean hike here. You are terrified, but you do your best not to let show. Sit yourself down on a rock and refuse to move until he takes you home. Tell him it wasn't quite what you're expecting, and for your next day he takes you shopping. See, I don't mind the great outdoors, so if we were going to go on a bit of a hike, I wouldn't mind being told in advance that we were going to be using ropes and things like that. So I'm going to go with tell him it wasn't quite what you're expecting, and for your next day he takes you shopping, because I can't actually see any other result there that reflects me, and that's the closest gave you results. I am relatively royal. You have the charm and diplomacy which are to the manner born, but you know when it's time to compromise. On the whole, you achieve a good balance between getting what you want and being nice about it, sometimes. In life, it's not all about you. Well done with knowing when to smile and wave. So that pretty much says that I am a little bit princessy. No, wasn't quite expecting to be labelled princess, but I got in there somewhere. For your own amusement, I have left a link to the quiz down below. Post your scores, tell us what Cosmo thinks you are, and go back over everybody else's videos this week and do the quizzes that they posted. I'll be back again next week with the rest of the crew. Until then, bye.